This is the one that really gives me the goosebumps. That's the joy I have. This mother walked in with her 1-year-old child, Mary. And this child was like a rag doll. And the mother told me that when she was 9 months old, she had an ear infection. They gave her a drug. She went into shock, and this is it. So the mother also told me that the MDs told her to institutionalize her child because there was absolutely nothing that anybody can do. But this woman, an old Italian woman, she said, I am not going to do it. If God sent me this cross, I'm going to bear it. That's what she said. And she said, can you help? And I explained, if there's a spark of life in this child, there's some hope of some improvement. Oh, she said, please. So I took care of the child. Now this is going on for about 3 months. And child, put him on the table, you put him on the back of supine, and all she does is look. Doesn't move her eyes, nothing. The mother has to feed her with a eyedropper to keep her alive. So 3 months later, no apparent being well. Nothing apparent that's improving. So the mother looked at me and said, you know, I'm getting discouraged. I said, what for? She said, look, the child is still the same. I said, I don't know what you're getting discouraged about, but I'm not discouraged. She looked at me and said, you're not discouraged? I said, no. All right, I'll keep coming. You've got to have the courage of your conviction. Well, anyway, about 4 or 5 weeks later, this child was on her back, and I was about to serve the cervicals. All of a sudden, I noticed she started moving her eyes, yeah? But she never did. The mother looked, and the mother's over on my left side of the table. I'm in the back of it. And she looked at the mother and she said, Mom, Mom. Think of that, huh? After about 5 months. So, what a commotion. I had all to do to finish this poor child. The mother came over, picked my hand and kissed it. She got on her knees and said, Jesus Christ, Jesus Christ. I said, oh, lady, I'm not Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, Jesus Christ. And finally I got disgusted. I said, if that's what you want to think, let her. But anyway, about 2 or 3 years later, this kid was walking all over the place. The only thing she had that was an impediment was her speech. So I recommended her to a speech therapist. She got well, but she kept coming for adjustments. And then, like all things, you know, they disappear. So one day, maybe about 10 or 12 years later, I got a phone call. And the mother called me. She said, you remember me? And she told me the name. I said, how can I forget? And I said, how is little Mary? Oh, she wants to talk to you. I said, fine. And so girl talked to me. She said, Mommy and I like to come and see you. I said, fine. So they came to see me. He bought me a bottle of high-frequency stuff. And she said, the real reason I'm here is I'm getting married. And I want you to come. I said, I looked at it, I said, oh, that night I can't, but I could make the church wedding. Oh, she said, that will be fine. So I got into the church, and this big nave is here, and I'm at the end. See? And finally, she's starting to walk down, and she's looking straight ahead. Get down to the altar, and all the ceremonies go on. Turn around, and she's walking up the aisle, and everybody's saying hello to her, and holding on to her husband. All of a sudden, she sees me. I'm way at the back. I want to get out of there as fast as I can. She left her husband and ran to me and hugged me. She said, oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. And her husband came over and said, what's going on over here? What's going on over here? So she finally explained, this is the doctor that made me better. So, you know, seeing that girl running, leaving a brand new husband. You know that ad of MasterCard? Some things can't be bought, but others can. Okay? And this you cannot buy. This is the joy you get. I want you all to feel this. Don't wait until you get outside. Do it right in this damnable school you're in. Let the school sense what you're doing. And if you do it in there, that school has to change for the better. You understand? You're leaving your seeds in there. So, for the sake of the spirit of each of us and each person out there, do your job. You need help, you'll get help. Ask for help. You know, the knock, and I shall come and sup with you. But if you don't ask for help, you'll never get it. I ask for help. Don't beg. They don't want you to beg. Don't thank them. They don't want you to thank them. All they want to do, the spiritual people, is to help you advance so you can make other people advance, because when we advance and other people advance, you know what? They advance. Yeah? So it's a continuous cycle. Ask and you shall receive. Ask and you shall receive. I'll say it once more. Ask and you shall receive.